slightly calm after spending most of this week driving and I still have tomorrow to go.
Alright, board now.
Pretzel,
Petal, walk it back a little bit, walk the volume back a little bit. And switch on over to... we're doing still more sort of exploration, so let's go country. Switch on overs. Lovely. Okay, Elden Ring has woken up. Fantastic. Close the restream preview because that's otherwise just sapping bandwidth it doesn't need. In before banjo music. Yes, Grace Walker. Right. Welcome.
Alright.
Welcome to bananas, apparently. Thank you, Balgame Big Cryptid. Any bananas? Excellent. So we have a small problem. Which is that we have plundered most of this area. Like a hell of a lot of it. Like quite a significant chunk of Caelid, the Weeping Peninsula, and indeed Limgrave. We are running out of places to go before Stormvale. No, it is Stormvale Castle. So eventually I'm going to have to break into Liurnia. But real quick, we have a small problem. I'm a little bit over encumbered, and our boy John questionably fat rolls. Now, oh goodness, how would a person go about solving this? It's just such a problem. Well, turns out, again, the wonderful folks of Convergence have a different idea of how buffs should work to base game Elden Ring. And this is an idea I'm very much in favor of. Because their idea is, if I quickly scroll through, things like this. Signature enchantment restores 10 HP per second and increasing max equip load by 20%. Okay, pretty classic buff. This effect... Oh, hang on.
2 years. 2 years. I got to say, it's been an entertaining 2 years.
Thank you very much, Chachu. Thank you very much for breaking the world once again. 2 years, good lord. Also, Red Samurai saying, hey, 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 hey! There's possibly a needle in there, we're not sure. But yes, this effect never expires. There are some buffs in this wonderful mod, which basically are just until next long rest. And the great thing is, unless they share the same kind of name, like 2 signature enchantments or whatnot, they stack. So, I've been doing a bit of digging, and I found a few that stack together. For example, Accursed Binding, which will give us some stamina regen. But then if I were to go Blessing of Grace, that's 20% equip load. Okay, so now we can roll correctly. And we've got some health regen. Lovely. But what if a man were to take the Flask of Wondrous Physic and put in the steadily restores HP for a time in there, and the buff to all damage negation? And what if then on top of that he were to cast a spell like, I don't know, where's it gone? Dream Cloak, which increases all absorption by 30% and grants additional stamina recovery and reduces equip load for admittedly 3 minutes. But we've got classic buffs. We can just pop this before a boss, and we're pretty good. Our HP regen and stamina regen is going to be through the fucking roof. So then, you know, since it's hard for us to be at anything other than max HP, what if a person were to equip, I don't know, the Ritual Shield Talisman that raises your defense when your HP is at maximum? I don't know. You might end up with a damage negations nearly 70%. So people that hit me, at least in physical, are doing about 30% of the damage they should be. It's nasty. Yes, I am very much enjoying this. Also, I've been waiting for streams so that I can pop these. I went around and just plundered a couple of extra catacombs that I forgot about. You didn't miss anything interesting, I promise. It was just ordinary-ass catacombs that these things have been added to. Let's learn some new spells real quick. A Faint Rune of Gravity. Okay, we can create gravity wells, shatter the earth, and burst some rocks. What about a Faint Rune of Lightning? Lightning channeling, honed bolt, lightning spears, electrifying armaments. Fair dues, fair dues. What about a faint rune of rot? Power to poison mist, poison orb, swarms of flies and poison armament. Lovely, lovely. A faint rune of frenzied flame? Flaring frenzy, lovely. The touch of frenzy, which is basically just a machine gun. Flame of frenzy, which is kind of a shotgun sort of deal. Fair enough. We've also got some shimmering runes left over from a previous few streams. Pest threads. Chitinous shell. Oh dear. Oh dear, that looks like a buff. Blighted orbs and rotting mist. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Blaine, hoi, how you doing, pal? We're currently learning spells by the hundreds. Dragon Bolt Blessing. Oh dear, that looks like a buff. Rune of the Fell Flame. Flame Surge, Great Flame, Giant's Flame Protection. Oh, that definitely looks like a buff. Now, not all of these are going to stack, but... Burning Rancor, Familial Consumption. Not quite sure what that means. And lastly, a Rune of the Frenzied Flame again. Frenzied Burst, Mark of Frenzy, Inescapable Frenzy, and Deranged Fury. Let's have a look what they do, eh? At least the buffy looking ones. Okay. Okay. Where do they hide in? They're hiding under the incantations tab. I see. So, for example, this is a signature enchantment from the Bestial Tree. We're not going to be able to use that with the signature enchantment from...
Just a resident lurker. Just a resident lurker. Hope you're having a great day. Keep on being awesome.
Richie B! Thank you very much, pal, for stopping by. That's really kind of yous. Always nice to meet a resident lurker. Hello, how you doing, pal? But yes, we will not, for example, be able to stack this signature enchantment and this signature enchantment. Given this one never expires, but this one expires after 3 minutes, I will take the one that's forever. What is Giant's Flame Protection? Increases fire and physical damage absorption by 30% and all other absorption by 10%. Oh dear. Sadly, we've got a bit better in the Dream Cloak. I'm afraid you are the weakest link. But then what's this one? Dragon Bolt Blessing. Oh dear. That's an offensive enchantment. Whereas the others are a defensive enchantment. You can tell because this one's facing left and this one's facing up. No, there's no actual way of telling. You just have to read the description. But that means, sadly, I think this one stacks. Or there's a different offensive enchantment. Increases the melee damage you deal by 10%. Increases all absorption by 20%. And reduces the stamina cost of attacks. You do suffer continuous madness build-up, though. Yes, I'm sure that's going to be a right pain for us. Increasing physical absorption, granting you, oh dear, some HP recovery if we wanted to stack that one. So we've got our absorption by 30, additional stamina. I think that's fair for a defensive one. Let's pop on this Deranged Fury and see what happens. So basically Barbarian Rage? Yeah, basically Barbarian Rage. Let's say over the Lingering Blight. Where is it gone? There we go. Real quick though, hang on. There was one more spell that missed me. Yeah, this one. Oh, signature enchant. This is Familial Consumption. Restores HP, FP, and SP on defeating enemies. Also, when an enemy dies, you gain 10% additional fire damage to your attacks. Okay, so that one is a bit more like that one's a bit more like the Taker's Cameo medallion. But yes, now we can derange ourselves. Let's see how that works. What is this build up like? Okay, that's some pretty strong build up. All right, okay, but we can work with it. And I'll tell you why we can work with it. Because yeah, that will inevitably eventually reach maximum. However, what if a person were to mix the Flask of Wondrous Physic in such a way as to use the Purifying Crystal Tear that purifies status effects and grants immunity to them for 3 minutes. Guess how long the Fury buff lasts? 3 minutes. So, oh dear, it seems that drawback is no longer a drawback. Now, we could throw on the HP over time, but I feel like let's leave the Opaline hard tier on. Oh no! Ah, the madness! So even if the madness did hit us, it doesn't hurt us very much, and we are officially the Mad Titan now. And there we go. We are now immune. We are now immune to the madness buildup. So let's turn that off for now. How do we turn this off? Ah, okay. We can't turn it off. You look like a DC evil character, something from Constantine. Yeah, I suppose we kind of do. But yes, we have assembled our stones. We have unlocked their many powers. They are indeed. It's fair. We've decided to play a kitchen sink approach, and we are equipping many stones of many colors, and thus acquiring many powers of many colored themes. It works. Now, why am I on this random beach? Because I wanted to explore something. There is a corner around here with something very strange. You see this red glowing tortoise? Yeah, that's not the only one. This whole camp is full of weird glowing tortoises. By all of these powers combined, I am Captain Zully. Ah, yes. If you combine all the powers, you become Zully the Witch. Why? Because you've combined all the powers. I thought I made this clear. Honestly, Chachu, keep up. Now, there is a giant red tortoise that's eating something, and I want to know what his loot is. I've held off, and I've not been a loot goblin because I want to see what it is on screen. Ah! Okay. It roars. What? Why does it roar? Also, actually, we should test. I've now stacked literally all of the buffs. What is our absorption? Oh god, 80% absorption now. Yeah. No, well, we've got an entire extra 10% out of just stacking buffs. We are going to be very hard to kill, which is exactly what I want. My dad and I have got some rings that have the ashes of my mother in them, so now I've got a way to keep her with me at all times. That's really sweet, Sega. That's really genuinely sweet. Up. Give it. Raw meat dumpling. Okay, it was not worth it, but it was worth it to see the giant glowing turtle. And I'm gonna leave before that thing gets an Archon. Okay, remove that from the map. So, let us continue our journey. Our quest through Castle Morn. Because this is the one area I do want to complete before we head up into Liurnia. Stop being shouted at by a glowy turtle. I can't stop it. Okay. Now we're in less exploratory. Now let's switch to blues. What does raw meat dumpling do? A bit of healing in exchange for getting poisoned, basically. Not very much to worry about, to be honest, in the long run. Oh no! Enemies! Oh no, what am I to do? And I'm so overweight! Every time I roll, it's a fat roll. Oh no, what should I do? Or maybe if I just walk around this corner. Give myself a blessing of grace. And now I just passively heal. Oh dear. If you'll just hold still for a second, let give myself a binding. There we go. Now I have some stamina regen. Beautiful. Yeah. In terms of general exploration, I think we're going to be okay. If Havel was here, he'd be proud. Yes. He'd be proud and he'd do a celebratory backflip. Perfect, Sega. Absolutely perfect. Do we have anything that has, maybe the ability to knock this man? Oh, wasn't quite enough. Oh, no it was. Goodbye, my son. How are you alive? Where have you landed? I'm surprised he's alive. Okay. Fair dues. Oh, we also have a new ability from the bestial tree, the Crucible Horn. We can just rhino charge people if we want to. Oh, and that heals us too. Just so you know, that heals us for 5% of our max HP. So we can heal by attacking fuckers as well. If the passive healing wasn't enough, and then the defenses wasn't enough, I can just do this. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. Man, I had a weird idea of having an Assassin's Creed in the Wild West for some reason. Honestly, Assassin's Creed Deadwood has been a concept floating around the internet for quite a long time. I can confirm you're not the only one. Well venerated old concept. Okay. Phoning in from my neighbor's empty apartment. Hello, Canty. How you doing? Okay. Now, let's pop on our dream cloak. No! Yes! I say yes! A regenerating jack-of-all-trades tank. I love it. Basically, what we've created is a gestalt. We've gestalted as many of the classes as we possibly can together. And they're starting to become a bit horrific. Ed, I feel like you were given the choice of DPS, healer, and tank and just said yes. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, we're taking so much damage. Oh no, how can we possibly survive this? Oh, I think I'm gonna need a heal, guys. I don't know. I'm taking so much damage over here. Oh, wait. Healing, at least between fights, is a thing of the past because we can just fucking stand here and realize that we will just gain more health back. Oh, no. Hang on. He's going to try and shoot me. Who's shooting artillery? That guy. Quickly scuttle our way up here. Ow! Game volume's a little high. Sorry about that, folks. I have decided to go with Frost on our Cross Naginata, I should throw out, by the way. Mostly because the Cross Naginata already has innate bleed on it, so we don't need to worry about speccing our weapon into bleed when we can have it do frost and bleed. Oh god, I forgot about this little small war zone going on over here. Let's just walk around them and pretend they're not there. Are you looking forward to Dragon's Dogma 2? I have no feelings. I never played Dragon's Dogma 1. I don't have any interest in Dragon's Dogma 2 because as far as I can tell, it seems to just be Dragon's Dogma 1 but done correctly this time. Which, all power to the devs. I mean, I'm happy for them, but at the same time, I don't have any investment in it. It just sort of passed me by when it came out the first time. So I have no particular investment in the sequel, being it the same thing done right. I think I've missed a... Yeah, no, there's a... hang on a minute. Let's just go deal with that lad up there. Dragon's Dogma is one of the few fantasy games with magic done right. Ooh, interesting. Is it grimdark magic like almost every other fantasy game, or is it doing its own thing? What is your favorite game since you were a wee lad? Okay, do we mean a favorite game when I was a wee lad, or a favorite game since I was a wee lad? Because those are obviously rather different things. Favorite game when I was a kid is not necessarily the same game as favorite game since I was a kid. There you go. You spelt "we" wrong. Oh no! Misspelling on the internet? Oh! Sup there, Trax? How you doing? I'm sorry. I've discovered the buff stacking. I'm sure you saw this coming from a while away, but I did not realize it until now. I have discovered buff stacking, and I am addicted. You are too powerful to be kept alive. Well, unfortunately, the buffs are exactly what are keeping me alive, because I've got the health regen from Fundamentalist, I've got the Accursed Binding Stamina regen from Necromancy, the Dream Cloak on hand from the Mystic, and the Deranged Fury on hand from the Frenzy now. Oh, and if that was going to be a problem, of course, we've got the Flask of Wondrous Physic to just correct any of the downsides those buffs may have. It's starting to become a true Thanos build now. Right. Okay. Now I'm interested. I think there's another way around to one of the areas that means I have to do less parkour. Not no parkour, just less parkour. I sort of have to run down... I spotted it earlier. I sort of need to run down the side of one area. Let's clean these lads out so they're not in the way. Also, to whoever's idea it was to put equipment load on the Fundamentalist Blessing, thank you sincerely, because I can now medium roll. Which I wasn't able to earlier. I've been fat rolling for a while. There are quite a few misbegottens, though, and it's starting to lag the game, so... get back here! Don't run away from me! I'll chase you to the end of the earth. Is it down there? Okay, yeah, it's that little gully. So where does that lead? I think we're going to have to run past the... I think we're going to have to run past the lad again. It's fine, though. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Right. Ladder, ladder, quick, scuttle! Right. I believe there is safety down there. Possibly, possibly. You still keep the fat roll if you have too much crap, though, in the Bloodborne dodge mod. Yes, indeed. The Bloodborne dodging is just a beautiful thing. I can't tell if that's going to kill me or not, though. There is an item for that, though. I think it's the Rainbow Stone. Okay, I think that's survivable. Hey, okay. Is it possible to reach that giant, or is it just a permanent map hazard? I am not sure. Ow. Okay. Squeak my way along here. Squeak my way up here. This will allow us, hopefully, to skip over jumping some platforming. Up, up, up. Nope. Stop it now. Keep on stabbing him. It probably isn't permanent, I just don't know how to get to him. Oop. And that whole shenanigans saves us from having to mantle across those little huts down there. Because, just... no. No, 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 no. I am far too scared of parkour. No. Which is appreciable that they add in extra ways around them. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay. But again, as to pay credit where it is due, none of this whole section is normally here. At all. This is all new. This whole sort of rocky outcropping and all this business, completely new. And requires a small amount of jumping. Come at me! Gotcha. Okay. Right. One problem we will face, though, is that there is a jump coming up. Specifically, this jump. Which is I have done it before. I tested it off cam on a different character. It is just about makeable. I'm just not capable of making it very consistently. So, yeah, I don't believe there's a way I can circumvent this parkour. Guessing the horse can't be summoned? Nope. Sadly, no. We are not able to horse around here. Okay. I will remind y'all of the clause that I do not count deaths to modded in parkour. And I'm reminding you of that now because I'm probably going to die. Ooh. Okay. Okay. By the skin of my tiptoes. The base game, you just drop down to that area from that roof up there. Whereas, Modland, we are horizontal parkouring. I fear the horizontal parkour more than the vertical. There's misbegotten somewhere in this bush. Marvelous, Sega. I mean, it's not quite exactly... I suppose our feet shot around somewhere, that definitely. Yep. Oh, bloody hell, my knees are sore now. Oh, I'm sorry, Widgren. Right. Let us, since we're going to be dropping in, throw on a dream cloak. Roll our way on out of dodge and smack you in the bottleneck. Ha! Gotcha. What? Whoop, 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 whoop. How about we test one of the other spells we've got? Soul Burn. A very, very slow-winded version of the Black Flame, but it still does work on max health, but it's more of a passive debuff. So it'll be just chiseling away at him lightly. Also makes them more vulnerable to holy damage, which we don't do right now, but eventually we might. Who knows? When you're picking up everything that isn't nailed down, you can end up with some horrors. Oh, what have you got for me here? What have you got for me? Marvelous. A little bit more health in our life. Excellent. Ah, whoops. What am I standing on exactly?
Praise the sun!
Praise the sun indeed. Zega the Chaos King, thank you very much for 10 gifted tier 1 subs. CSI Corkscar 89. Primus Stratoferus. Oh, I haven't seen Strat's name in a while. Cade Zender, let's go with that. Dan Ironbeard. Demetrio Zanetti. Footcake. Drionan Tronak. Dragon Ride a bunch of numbers. And Tom June XXX bunch of numbers. The sun shall be praised. Indeed it shall. And then it'll be extinguished.
I summon the Elden Train.
In attack mode, or are you setting it in defense mode? Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Blaine. You bastard, trying to start another train. You and Lydia just hear, like, one person do one thing and immediately get in your head of, oh, I can summon a train! Let's just spend money! And it's like, no! Why? Look after yourselves, damn it! What would be a defend mode train?
The train shall be summoned.
Sadly, I'm not sure what... Okay, there goes... Yeah, Mince summoned it. Because it has to be from different people. So, I was about to haha on you, Zega, but then Mint's gone and ruined it. Give us a second, I just need to deal with this giant octopus. How are you with fire? Wait, we're in water. Why am I trying to set you on fire? Mint, thank you very much for the gifted tier 1 sub to Soup Zen Goat. Hold up. Were you trying to climb the wall? See, this is one thing I genuinely love about these buffs with passive health regen. We don't really have to worry about, like, healing that extra tiny little bit. I don't have to worry about rationing out my flasks in the case of, like, oh, I could do with the heal now, though. Maybe I'll need it later. No. If I just stand still long enough and don't take damage long enough, which is kind of the point of not dying anyway, we'll just get it back. It just comes back on its own. Now, I happen to know there's an NPC up here. So, we shall be buffing a little bit harder. Buff hard 2, buff harder. Right. Now we're completely charged up to the eyeballs, and Mint dropping a gifted sub to Pixel Brained. Oh god, hang on a minute. What is going on? Okay, I'll punch this person, then I'll read through that. Give me. I just need to stab Gino. There we go. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay. The sun shall be praised. Apparently so. Right, what do we got here? Charchu! Thank you for 10 gifted tier 1 subs, Charchu. I guess you're celebrating 2 years in style today. With Vanilla Winters, Blood Hunter King, Slaters, Rujo, Tiger the Pale, Bifrosted Galaxy, Gazanga 00, Hellboy Troy 3, Best of 55, and Pillsbury Thick Boy. No, I did not need to think of that. Oh. Meanwhile, I'm going to skip this track because even though it's set to instrumentals only, they've given me one with lyrics because of course they have. Zega, thank you for your 10 gifted tier 1 subs. Again, which is now 20 gifted tier 1 subs. To Yuki1212 Hammer, Rui of Mizu, Mahorti, but spelt Leet style. The Jinton, Malleable Persona. Where were you when I was playing Persona 3, Malleable Persona? I could have done with the reminder. Erkan Gaming 03, Daxzad, Damon Lied, Miniatiamat, and The Fallen Inji. I have 3 years, 4 months, aka 40 months, which makes me blink. I didn't realize I was around that long. It's been a long while. Like, my core memory of you turning up was primarily Yakuza 0 alongside Luna. You crazy bastards have got it to a level 7 hype train. What are you doing? Stop. It's on a nice lucky number. Just leave it there. Don't move it. Save your damn money. Look after yourselves. So we have now pulled the nice lever, unlocked the nice door. Let's have a sit down. Oh, wait. Level up our flask. Thank you. All right. We've got a Leonine Misbegotten to take down, and then we'll have officially actually started progressing the damn game. I mean, come on, who knew? Who knew this was even possible? Dream Cloak. Deranged Fury. Cho'Gath Flask, so the Deranged Fury doesn't do shit. And let's queue up the summon for Lutel the Headless. Immediately summon in Lutel the Headless, which won't debuff us at all because we've got one of the many stacked buffs today. Good day, Leonine Chucklefuck. How you doing? Stab! I love the fact he is hitting us with what looks like the side of a building and it's barely doing anything. You have to be crazy to stack that many buffs. Not crazy. Mad. Ah yes, the Game of Thrones sword. Indeed! He is wielding the Iron Throne. He just sort of pulled it off its hinges and just trying to stab a man with it. This boss is getting absolutely damn bullied. Oh, God. Thank you, Lutel. First keystone of the forge unlocked. The grafted blade greatsword and a shimmering relic remnant. Lovely jubbly. I will say, I will not be taking this portal sitting right here, because this portal leads to the subterranean shunning grounds in Lane Dell. As in, like, the horrible sewers with Moog the plot hole in it. We'll not be going there for some time. It's nice that we've got it for when we want it. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not going there right now because I will get fucking flattened. No. We require more buffs before we go down there. Okay. I'll poke my head in. That's as much as I'll give you. Poke my head in. Do a little bit of a explore, shall we? And here we are in the scenic Lanedale sewers. Unfortunately, teleporting has removed our buffs, so excuse me while I rebuff. There we go. Lutel, how are we doing down here? Very sneaky, John. Excellent choice, John. Yeah, okay, well, that was crit damage and it is pathetic. Okay, these lads are a bit tough. It's a shitty teleport. Did the boss have a teleport as a toilet? Okay, is that maybe just a sort of magical portaloo? If it's a teleport that goes to the sewers, is that not just an Elden portaloo? And it's even got portal in its name. Yeah. This lad is giving us actually more trouble than the boss did. I think that's a good testament of the strength for this area. Okay. There is a site of grace around the corner. I am just going to run and nab it and just try and move on as fast as possible. I am much uncomfortable being down here. Nope. Don't leave a marker. Teleport away. Good lordy Lou. Oh no, now you're going to clog the sewers with bananas. What are you doing? No. Ah! More bananas. Too much potassium. You'll change the acidity of the sewers. No. Are we Thanos Mario? Why? Why you give me this idea? Okay. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. With our enhanced... Wait. I need to be not standing in the round table hold. Let's quickly go to the Bridge of Sacrifice. We've been rocking our Banished Knight Shield for a long time, but actually, if I were to cast the one about lessened equip load, can we change up our shield to the... Oh dear. I use the buffs to destroy the buffs. We now have a Rhino shield, which is a great shield with greater stability. Lovely. We can only hold it as long as we're buffed, but when are we ever not going to be buffed anymore? Okay. Oh my god, I should find it. I know that there is a shield somewhere in the game that has passive health regen. At least in base game. That would be horrible if we can stack that shield's base regen on top. Also, we can sort of attack people with our shield now. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm vibing with this though. I think I might prefer the old Banished Knight shield, mostly because it lets us use the Bloodhound step from the Cross Naginata. When you've got the choice of that big great shield or doing this, yeah, I think I'll take the teleport dash. Or if we wanted to get really spicy with the teleport dash, we do of course have the storm, as it were, that is approaching. So we can just do this. Oh, hang on a minute. What stat am I not reaching for you? There we go. That was it. You doing okay there, bud? Yeah, your daughter's kind of a puddle on the floor. Sorry about that. Maybe you should have arrived earlier. Actually, now I think about it, we've got the grafted. Does the grafted blade greatsword still do what its unique skill used to do? Oh, we'll have to buff up our strength. Dick thing to say there, Ed? Yes and no. Because the only reason he isn't there earlier is because he is determined to sit in a castle that is already destroyed and besieged and already lost. It's far more important to him to sit there and sort of mope about the fact that he's lost his castle rather than go and save his own daughter. It's not even his castle. As far as I know, anyway. He seems to be more captain of the guard than anything. Like, past a certain point, just fuck off the job and go save your kin. It's the Elden Apocalypse out there. The Sword of Swords is more important to him than his daughter. There we go, Grace Walker. Oh yeah, I forget. He kind of does say that. Something along those lines, isn't it? Like, I can't leave because insert such and such's sword is still here. Well, then my sympathy is ebbing. There you go, Zega. Now, you got to remember that this is in a universe very tangentially written by George R.R. Martin. It's not actually written by George R.R. Martin. George themselves just kind of says, like, I only gave from a few germs of ideas and then they did the writing. But it's from writing in the style of George R.R. Martin, so dads are going to be useless characters. You don't understand, it's a really cool sword. Next decade, just bring the sword with you! I mean, being fair, it was in the hands of a very scary lion man. You know, he has to work hard to not try and fight the lion man or get the sword back. George did all the writing of the history and then Miyazaki took the characters. Ah, that was it. Okay. I'm glad to hear that George has been a bit clearer now then. Certainly in the early days when it came out, George was a bit like... seemed a bit almost confused by his involvement. So I'm glad to hear things cleared up. Next decade. Oh, bring the Lion Man too. So Edgar literally just like picks up the Lion Man that's got the sword and then just walks back to save his daughter swinging the Lion Man. A foolish captain of the guard, wielding a leonine misbegotten, wielding a magic sword. It's that fucking D&D meme of the barbarian picking up the wild-shaped druid to swing them around. What? I was doing something. What on earth was I doing? Other than getting confused. Right, these will still be here when we come back. We can explore those at a later point. Ooh. Yeah, these caves they're all going to be still here when we come back. So wait a moment, there is a boss we haven't done yet. I am scared, but there is that lad who hangs out in the Red Main Castle, and I ran from before. Do you think you will continue playing Upturned? Absolutely. Absolutely will. It's easier for me to squeeze in a short stream of Elden because I've got an engagement later on in the day. So I need to make sure that it's something I can pick up and put down quickly. And Upturned I want to actually just properly play and sit down for next time. Let's do all of our WoW pre-raid buffing. Drink a flask of Wondrous Physique. There we go. All right. What we got? It's the yep, the angry flying gravity man. Dak the Starcaller Lord. Ah, so a Star Lord, if you will. Can I backstab you, Star Lord? No, doesn't appear so. Okay. Can I normal stab you? Yes. Oh, Christ. Okay, that damage negation is putting in work now. Good lord. That damage negation is putting in some work. Gotcha. And stab. I kind of love the accidental, sort of pseudo-lore point that our boss fighting form now just has canonically glowing eyes. Damage? What's that? It happens to other people. I feel bad. I'm kind of bullying this person. I'm sorry, Dak. I even tried to let you get a free one in. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you, Zega. I'm starting to think that because we technically went to Altus by teleporting into the sewers, it's kicked off the festival. Okay, I'm gonna have a sit down. The festival just starts after killing Dak. Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's a lot. Honestly, that is a heck of a lot smoother of a progression than the original. sincerely well done to everybody, because the whole logic of, yeah, the festival doesn't start until you end up here, but there is little to no indication given that once you're up here, you should then come back down here. Very nice. I seem to recall you, like, give me a bow if I talk to you, don't you? Yeah, polite bow. Excellent. How you doing, dog? And the unquestionable best character, Warrior Jar Alexander.
It is none other than General Radahn himself to think. I could face a great champion of the shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, in truth, I quiver at the thought.
But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
I love him. Best character. Just wait until the Great Jar boss fight. As in... the one over here, or the one at the end of his quest line? Or have you added an extra one? Does Patches still fuck off from the fight if you summon him? I don't know. We will find out eventually. Because I presumably we're going to have... You will see. Excellent. Good to know. Presumably we will have to kill Radahn eventually. I don't think we're in a place to kill him yet, though. Nope. Somebody died. Yeah, we'll have to. You have to talk to Jaren. I know. I have to talk to Jaren to start the Bloomin' Festival. I've not played the Bloomin' game, Detriax. It's more along the lines of I'm wandering around while I contemplate. Am I in a state to fight Radahn? And let's be fair, modded Radahn. Probably not. I mean, I don't think I'm in a state to take on Godric yet, let alone Radahn. You can theoretically rot him. At least you could in base game. I'm assuming the way to kill him with gravity's been removed. No. We will have to fight Radahn eventually because I want to progress the Rani questline and see what loot we can get from that. But, yeah, no. Let's find somewhere else to go. Let's finally sneak behind Leonia. Is it time to destroy Margit the spelling error? Yeah, you know what? Let's take on Margit. Let's take on Margit the spelling error. Because I know that Godric got, like, heavy buffs. I don't know if Margit would have. Because obviously he's on the way in, but he's not, like... not one of the Remembrance bosses at that point. Obviously, he turns up later, but... proceeds to cast 5 separate buffs. Oh, indeed! But then, you guys have really opened the doors, allowing for a lot of nice out-there playstyles. Maybe passive buffs is a playstyle. Maybe active casting is a playstyle. Maybe just rotting folks is a playstyle. It's far more interesting than another Dex Int build. Ugh. Or another Strength Faith with Blasphemous Blade. Woo. Oh, hello. You've remodeled the tunnel. Alright. Back off. Now, see, it is starting to spook me that you lads are doing slightly more damage than the Morn folks. We'll see how this goes. One day there'll be a playstyle where you could kill foes just by standing near them with passive buffs. I mean, that used to be a thing. There was a... Oh... Fell God's Flame? Something along those lines? There was once upon a time a spell that got a bit bugged in the base game. And it started working with bleed. And death blight and stuff. So a sort of ambient damage effect was actually accidentally getting applied with all kinds of statuses. It was a horrible time. People were just getting deleted left, right, and center. Okay. Let's throw on the dreams. Fire's deadly sin. That was it. That was it. Thank you, Leopard, for punching me.
In search of the Elden.
Oh no! More Elden bananas!
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
What? Speak up! I can't hear you over the bananas! Yeah, don't worry, he's unstretched himself. Bargain. Don't worry about that.
Must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margaret the Fell.
Lutel, you are our guinea pig to see how hard he hits. Ah, okay. I think we're good. I'm more worried about falling off the edge. What else we got? What else we got? Okay. Wait it out. Get a bit of MP back. Ah, I wanted to finish you off with the charge. Damn it. Would have been satisfying. His casual eyes burning a hole. Thank you. I was worried you were going to do that again, Zega. Thank you for the victory anthem. All right, we're breaking into Stormvale. Now this, thank you Sir Jamie for the box strats. This place scares me because this place involves parkour. Not much parkour. And probably still base game parkour, but still parkour.
Yes, that you're just the kind of tarnish that I like. I pray.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, mate. You're definitely not going to try and trap me or anything. It's that little divot there. That little fucking divot always worries me. I've never found a way around it that doesn't involve walking over it. And hoping for the best. Haven't died yet. I'm not wasting it here. I say that, and then I remember that most of the exiled knights in Stormvale Castle, funnily enough, in a place called Storm, use a lot of wind magic and wind-based attacks. And then I remember I'm on the edge of the castle. Might actually be easier to sneak in if you were disguised as a box. Possibly. Possibly. Ugh. Really? I thought they use ice and lightning magic. No. A couple of them use a little bit of ice. But, my primary memory is of storm magic. And also, yep, fucking birds! I remember those birds. Horrible, horrible memories of the elden life of Seth and Eddie. Both of us just running around and fucking screaming our heads off, just bird, bird! And then realizing that we were actually fighting the same bird that just existed in two different timelines. Yeah, I'm not going up there. You're coming down here, mate. I've got a bow in here somewhere. There it is. I am not going up there. You are coming down here. Perfect music change. Oh, there's a banished knight just up there. Okay. No, hi. How you doing, pal? I thought you turned up later. I'll be entirely honest with yous. Do you want to come down here, mate? Yep, okay. And run! Fucking leg it! It's over, banished knight. I have the low ground. The low ground to stab your ass. Aha. Another happy stabbing. Okay. Yeah, those are the lads with kind of, again, wind and physical magic. Just ram you with a shield and absolutely shove you over the edge. The Sneaking Titan. Although that still lines up with the previous John Definitely lore. Because as we know from previous games of Sir Master and BG3, John is weirdly stealthy. Oh, you've blocked up the stairs. Okay, where are you taking me, gang? Where are you sending me? Ah, you've moved them to back there. That's... Oh, thank you. That scratches the brain itch. You're making use of the space correctly. Sorry, Wolverine claws. Hold on. This early? Very nice. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to... Well, I mean, does that still reach you? Yes. Haha. Oh, okay. No. About face, about face. Equip appropriate dueling gear. My guy. Hello? Well, okay then. And goodbye, my son. Now I need to go up and kill that lad before the ruckus wakes him up. There we go. Grab some golden runes. Thank yous. Do I still need a key for you? Yes. John is surprisingly stealthy, apparently. More stealthy than I gave him credit for. You, wait, no. No, wait a minute, please, no. Oh, no. No, surely, I can just run around here, right? And then there's... Oh, God, you're gonna make me do parkour. No! No! My greatest fear and nemesis. No! You're off. Just sneaking around the outside. There's nobody here. Excuse me. Nothing going on at all. Oh, no. Back off. Fuck off. Get Spartan. Get fucking Spartan. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sneaking. Wait, was this not... Oh, this was the right way. Ah. One of these days, I'm just gonna walk a long-ass gauntlet of bloomin', long-ass gauntlet of sneaky parkouring. And I'm just gonna come across a sign that just said, fuck you. It's not even like, not even actually needed. Just a big sign of fuck you energy. Yeah. Lock me in a room with a mook. And sleep. Or not. You don't feel like sleeping. I see. You too have partaken of the caffeine. Well then. Caffeinated night. It's stabbed on. Sort of. Oh god. Ow. There we go. It's just panicking even though he's fighting bitch tier mooks because parkour has been brought up. Exactly! Parkour is honestly one of the scariest things in this game. Because FromSoft have never quite... What happened here? Why is it so square? What on earth did I do to the graphics settings that caused that? I'm fully willing to believe that is just base game From that I've accidentally screwed there. What about Lake of Rot? Lake of Rot is worrying when you first find it, but if you've got Flame Cleanse Me and even like a tiny amount of faith, you're fine. Or there's what's the one that they're called? The boluses, the ones for... I think I've got one in my inventory. Preserving boluses. Like, an entire area is just turned off by preserving boluses. So Lake of Rot isn't that concerning, really. We're just going to ignore how I casually fell off this ladder. Yeah. Elden Ring made some strides. You know, they added a dedicated jump button. That was good. Alongside Sekiro. You can kind of tell that the two were made in parallel a little bit. But at the same time, FromSoft have never quite gotten around the hang of proper parkouring. Such as what is or is not a ledge. I'm trying not to die. Yes, I'm aware, Zager, that chat has moved on. I am trying not to die because I'm currently on the outside of the damn castle. Give a man a moment. Brick hammer. Okay. Alright. Now I can actually sit down without things probably coming to bother me. Considering his name is John Questionfleet and he's Thanos' brother, do you think the latter's name is actually Thomas and he's just being edgy? I don't think so. And as far as I recall, the John was a cousin of Thanos that we decided, because the brother's already sort of taken by... Oh god, I just remembered that Harry Styles is canon. Ugh. John is the cousin that decided to cause great imbalance to the universe. Pretty much. Oh, no. I'm not Anorlandoing this shit. Oh. Oh. He's fucked off. Okay. Hello? Ah. How you doing? Okay, we need to move. Those are exploding bolts. No. Okay. You cheeky bugger. Exploding crossbow bolts while we're trying to creep around fucking ledges. Okay. Straight line. This is what we equip the Bloodhound. Step 4. Pook. Stab him. Okay. Faster starting, best of luck, Ed. Best of luck in class, bargain bin. Oy. Oh, wow. An arterial leaf. Thank you. Oh, that's really helpful. Okay, so, like, how do I... Oh, okay. This is an example, actually, of what I'm talking about with From doesn't quite know how to do parkouring. Now, as far as I recall, this is mod added, but I'll use it as an example of the ethos that I mean, because From's inability to communicate things. From, for example, might expect me to drop down to that piece of rock, not this ledge. But it sticks out. And so, for example, a player might think, oh, I'm meant to drop down onto that ledge and then sneak along. But if, for example, From expected you to drop to the rock, what they will do, because they've got a little bit of a strange brain, is they'll round the hitbox edges on that sticking out, meaning that you will roll off of it and it will ping-pong your momentum straight over that cliff. Now, thankfully, Convergence know their shit a bit better than that. But yeah, communication of what is or is not a safe landing, is a rounded landing, is a hitbox that is actually the shape of the object, or is a hitbox that is just the vague shape of the object and hopes and prayers, is something they've always kind of had a bit of an issue with. I'm supposed to go further down? No. There is a way to check the drop. Yes, indeed. Shiny stones scream if you drop them from a deadly height. That is true. If a drop will kill you, yes. They will not scream if they hit a rounded hitbox that will ping you off into the oblivion, though. They will just land on it and make it look like it was landable on. But then when a player tries to land on it, they'll just go, whee! Hello there. Mr. Crucible Knight, good to see you. You're getting cursed. No. Okay. I get it. You're not a fan of the black flames. I see. What if I just tried not to take any damage so that I had the chance to heal up? I really don't want to be trading with you. You hit like a truck. Ow! And that's with defenses. I remember, yes. Yep, there's the fucking stompy stomp. I could use the Bloodhound step. I do not wish to be using that around here, because that's going to send me flying off the fucking edge. Okay. Oh, come on. No! We're on a cliff face, you crazy bastard! Put your persona away! Their armor is the most... Yeah, no. Their armor is absolutely gorgeous, Blaine. That's true. That's very true. Okay. Stop it. We are on a cliff. Where am I? Okay, I'm up against the wall. It's fine. Okay. When a man has a tail sweep attack like that with that kind of knockback, suddenly this platform feels a hell of a lot smaller. I was a little bit spooked, so I was, it caused some gas. Excuse me. Oh, somewhere in this... Hang on a minute. Somewhere in my bags I've got... There we go. And... Get back here. Stab. Large somber. Thank you. Marvelous. Okay. Where have we even ended up? Alright, won the watchtowers. Lovely. Okay. I saw loot go by. No. I saw loot go by, which means that there's a place I can jump off of this lift and climb back down. Oh no. Right, let's have a look. Okay, no, that's not a bad jump actually. We can make that. All right. Okay. Arrow. 10 arrows. Lovely. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we're still doing okay on defenses. Oh, random... Hold on. Stop the music. Random question if Detri is still around. I did notice that the Erdtree's favor seems to be hurting defense and attack values. Even though I don't believe anywhere it says about that. It slightly raises these points. It is said the age of the Erdtree began, blessings, etc., etc. Like, let me quickly take those off so it doesn't mess with that. But the Erdtree's favor... Oh, wait a minute. That's... Oh, okay. Okay. Nope, that was my bad. It's because I had this equipped. Equipping anything else... It starts saying about lowering the... There. It starts saying about lowering the values. That was my bad. Sorry. I didn't realize I'd stack talismans in that way. Or rather, didn't realize that stacking talismans in that way would cause it to happen. Even though I'm not replacing the talisman that's causing the buff, it starts acting like I'm taking off the talisman. No idea why. Probably in base game as well, though, being fair. Then again, if I hadn't tried to flag that up, I would not have realized that that was what I was doing. So, there we go. Maybe it's because when you put on a new talisman, it, like, tries to reset the state of your character so that they're now wearing the talisman and the game got confused. No idea. Ow! Stop it. Wait. I mean, this is a game that gets confused by... A base game that gets confused by some of its own bloomin' status effects. Such as the aforementioned bleed stacking with a fire spell. Wait, can I? Hang on a minute. Damn it. That would have been fun. I've been digging a hole for like the past hour just listening to the stream and I'm now done. Okay, I gotta ask, like real hole or metaphorical hole or digital hole? Because there's too many variations in the modern world. You could have, for all I know, you could have done, like a real hole for my mother so she can grow new plants. Oh, that's lovely. I won't deny, part of me kind of hoped it would be a real hole. Because my brain always goes to Rhett and Link's, we dug a modestly sized hole. Sometimes just gotta give in to the male urge to dig a small hole. Well, that's the problem, Rhett. We've dug a small hole, whereas we wanted to dig a medium-sized hole. Yeah, but I'm starting to think that my medium and your medium are not the same medium. Okay, I was planning to fight him myself, but sure, Mr. Omen, just flatten your friend there. You feel like friendly firing the rest of them at all? I'm the other side of a wall. Do you mind, son? Nothing like digging holes. Indeed. So, OSHA violation for a workplace incident. can't just go dropping OSHA into business. Megadoo, thank you for destroy-heading me. OSHA in video games will always bring up for me Brian David Gilbert's OSHA violations of Smash stages. This is Luna. Zega. Wait, hold up, fucking phone. This is Luna. Zega has had a seizure, so I need to take him away. I will let you all know how he is when he comes around. Please do, Luna. Please do. And all the best of will in the world to both of you. Unfortunately, we do occupy the business of distraction, but sometimes real life just comes a-knocking. Hopefully, they've gone by this point, but again, wishing the best to them both. Okay. Using the red... Oh, we're discussing the Red Cross Geneva Convention business. I've seen that before. I sort of understand where the logic is coming from, but at the same time, it is interesting to me that, like, you wouldn't want to normalize, hey, I see a red cross, that means good thing, that means healing, etc. Yeah, exactly my point, Detriax. Teaching kids that Red Cross equals health is good. Surely a good thing? I'm sure there is a logic buried in there, but I am too troglodyte to find it. My brain done be too small. Actually, I'll be honest, my brain done be too hot. I suffer from Discworld troll business, where the warmer I get, the stupider I become. And it is starting to get a bit warm in here. Ow! Nope, stuck in the wall. Okay. Gentlemen, hang on a minute. Fuck off. He's lying on the sofa at the moment. He seems to have stopped thrashing. He should wake up in about 30 minutes to an hour. He is still breathing, and all seems to be he will be fine. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Luna, for letting us know. We are all residents of the infinite digital sofa, but we do give a shit. We do give a shit around here, and it's good to know that good people are okay. I was about to say it's good to know that good people are doing good, but that's just too many goods in the same sentence. I cannot, in good conscience, pull that off. Primus with a red beard. It's not like we're beating someone to death with a health packet, now are we? How would this even work? Healing someone to death? Unless they're undead, I don't see the point. I mean, you say that as we play Elden Ring, a game where, quite famously, one of the horrible enemies, the Revenant, is vulnerable to healing. And it's legitimately one of the easiest ways to take them down. I hate Revenants. We need to get down there. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Ah. Pretty sure there is an anime about healers and using it wrong. No, don't talk about anime healers. No, that just... No. Now I've got Josh Strife Hayes' fucking short in my head. I can't find his emergency seizure medication at the moment, which is highly frustrating. He was saying that they, the pharmacy hadn't delivered the anticonvulsants because they'd bolted something up. So it might be that... I don't know if that's the regular stock or the emergency stock. Obviously, I don't live in your house. But it might be that that's the one that's gone missing. Also, this is the regularly scheduled massive fuck you to UK and general vicinity pharmacies for continuing, to this day, to balls everything up. Alarmingly easy and alarmingly regular. I cannot begin to tell you the amount of arguments I had with pharmacies in my old job. I cannot begin because I already began about 3 years ago. And by now, most of chat are well aware that I hate pharmacies. Oh god. Car crash of audio. A reverse vampire, instead of sucking you with your blood, they inject you with blood, which inflates you like a water balloon. Charming imagery, Primus. Thank you so much for cursing us with this. Meanwhile, Luna, he is missing his usual medication, but we do have normal emergency medication. Okay, okay. As long as you've got an emergency stock on hand, it must be there somewhere, and I know you will find it eventually. Just staying calm and collected as you always seem to. We'll pull through in the end, hopefully. Wishing you both all the best, as always. Okay, I cannot in good conscience sneak around to this bluegrass. This is not the right mood while I'm trying to dodge death dogs. Okay. From dogs are the worst things in the world. I wonder what the heck happened to the British healthcare, or as it has become, as the fat electrician puts it, unhealthcare. Constant defunding, mostly. They're overstretched, they're understaffed, and they're underpaid. I mean, heck, just wind it back to the... Just wind it back to blooming pandemic time period, when we were still in the process of cutting their funding. But don't worry, don't worry. We painted a couple of phone boxes blue. Wow. No, yeah. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Every Thursday, we all hang out of our windows and clap. Now, fuck helping them with resources. Fuck helping them with funding or anything. Fuck actually treating them well. I mean, at the time, I was dating someone in the NHS. Their train journeys were a thing of horror. People would see the badge. She'd have to actively hide the badge when she was on her way in, because people would see the badge and they'd just go for her. At least one is not in Canada, but they offer you to end it instead of helping you. I'm just going... I'd be happy with both. Like, if we're going to go in this topic, which, you know, we're fully transparent. We talk about all things. I'll talk about anything with anyone, pretty much. Like, I watched my grandfather get pretty much eaten alive by dementia. That, being able to end that on his own terms while he was still himself would have been great. Because I know that's genuinely what he wanted. But he was never able to actually act on it while he was fully compos mentis enough. Then, after that, Dad gets eaten alive by a brain tumor. Past the point where Dad was a fucking vegetable, I'm pretty sure he would have wanted to go out on his own terms as well. Now granted, it shouldn't be offered in place of actual care, but there are some scenarios where at least it could be a bloody option. If everybody who should be giving a damn is fine with it. But no. Like how we had the whole Red Cross equaling good business. Somewhere over in England, we just got death equal bad. Like, no, sometimes life can be a lot worse. And when we're treating animals a lot better in terms of ending their pain and suffering early, it's rather interesting on that front. And in the US, you'll be eaten alive by loans instead. Oh, God. Yeah, no, don't even get me started on that. I guess what is worse is too subjective to people. Indeed. So, you know, maybe letting people who are doing the suffering have a say in it, rather than you who is not suffering. Life is a terminal STD you catch from your parents that is guaranteed to be a long and painful journey. Indeed, Luna. One part about American healthcare is that oftentimes the insurance barely pays for any of it. You pay like $100 and then hospital offers a tax write-off. Oh God, no. When we started involving tax write-offs as well, just in general, like the whole process of tax writing off is horrible. You've got, as you said, American healthcare are doing that sort of style of things. Even in something as simple as making a fucking film. Make an entire movie for the purpose of writing it off as a tax write-off. It's just like, past a certain point, it's just silly. You're going to all of this effort to move numbers around. Mint is blessed that their insurance pays 50% of most of your bills. Indeed. And that shouldn't be a blessing. If the whole point of insurance is that it should insure, it should kind of be the norm. That's kind of the definition of the terminology, is it insures something rather than not. Rather than a maybe. And then you start digging into the whole wonky world of like co-pays and in-network and out-of-network, and oops, you were unconscious at the time, but the person who treated you was out-of-network, but you didn't know this because you were unconscious and couldn't possibly have had a say in it. Like, what? Next decade, bringing us back from the brink. Thank you so much. In less heavy news, I finally killed an Eidolon solo in Warframe. I'll be honest, I vaguely remember Eidolons. I nearly walked off a fucking cliff. My heart is in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to drop the heavy topics. It's weighing my brain down so much I can't see whether I'm about to walk into doom. I never thought I'd say this, but bring back the country. Ah. Talk about how pandas are fucking stupid. Indeed. Pandas are like tiny drunk people. Adorable and dense. It's Stormcaller Helm, Stormcaller Armor, Stormcaller Gauntlets, Stormcaller Greaves, and a Storm Stomp. One thing I will say, that dear Zager is funny. He seems to enjoy the fact that I quote his mother, and when he awakens, I will say, "Good morning, my dear little fit case." Because if I'm mocking him, then he is fine. Exactly. Now, life is very dark, and life is very boring. If it's going to be one or the other at any given moment. And finding somebody that you can share your time of day with, and just laugh about those sort of passings, is a good time. I'm very glad that you've got each other. That sounds like a good time. That took a weird turn back there, didn't it? I'm starting to get flashbacks to blimmin' Jedi Fallen Order again with the Temple of Ennui. But I would say that's a credit to us all. We can wander down into those topics, discuss them like adults, and then make an active decision. Okay, let's get back to being distracted for a bit. Like mature, good folk. Unlike these bloody Exile Knights. There we go. Personally believe that's why he rants about lamps and books. The ultimate counter to the both threads of life. Oh, we didn't go into finances this time. True, Whitgren. We didn't quite go into finances. We came close for a bit there. Then you guys left the hype train where it belonged. No, you guys know it's my absolute favorite, but the numbers in my phone and everything is insane monologue from Tom Scar basically puts my entire worldview in perspective. Everything from finance to politics to human sanity is just buggered beyond belief. So, if these little pockets of nowhere can provide some entertainment between birth and grave, we're doing alright. Lane Craner, there are numbers in my phone and none of them are funny. Indeed. Also, I think Thanos just fucking skateboard ground along the front of this crossbow for a second. I stopped paying attention for a second, and I think Thanos pulled off gnarly grind. Whoops. Can I do it again? Yeah. Nice. Trick style. I want to get round the corners of that other area. Neutrinos are neutral particles, so if they decay into positive and negative particles, would those be called positrinos and negatrinos? I don't believe so. I think one of them might already exist. Isn't it a positron? No. There's something that involves a posi. There's a posi scheme somewhere. I can't remember quite what it's connected to, though. Wind magic. But regardless, as long as we don't involve Megatrons, we're doing fine. Charchu, my gnarly shredding is inevitable. Is the Pokemon Nidorino a particle? God damn it, Blaine. You're not turning this into the blimmin' Patrick, is this an instrument? According to some test online, I'm actually quite like Megatron. Blaine, I'm gonna be straight with you, Blaine. I'm pretty sure that there's an online quiz that will tell you are any fictional character under the sun and possibly beyond. Particlemon is clearly a Digimon. I mean, we've had Digimon that are killed by spam email, so I wouldn't put it past Particlemon to be killed by the Hedron Collider. I tried to look up a list of like a flowchart of everything that Agumon evolves into recently, and there are so many damn branches it makes my head hurt. No. Just no. It used to be just a normal, nice, straightforward line. Pick up Nephili's quest. Widgren and Luna just casually snarking with one another over finance. Beautiful. Oh, you're alive. Hello there, giant cat. And that guard gives 0 fucks. No fucks were given that day by that guard. Just... Oh, okay. All right. More science stuff. There's a new type of computer that simulates quantum computing through something called a D-wave. Apparently it does millions of years of computing in seconds. Fascinating. Although anytime someone comes to me and says, oh, a new type of wave has been discovered, I always worry that we're going towards the future from... Now, this is a really obscure one. A weird third-person not-quite shooter called Crimson Sea. Wherein all of your powers were various different waves that you picked up. And then the last thing was like something called... I think it was called like a Vipa wave or something. Which was meant to be this like super-powered energy thingamabob. Possibly ends the world. Yada yada. There's a jar up there and it spooks me. Vaporwave is nice music. Vaporwave is nice music. The Vipa wave from Crimson Sea, I seem to remember wasn't nice. It's a hell of an obscure reference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is the sort of thing that gets stuck in my head, Lordrin. Just random little things just get jammed in there and never move again. And it took me so long to find out I was autistic. I've always wondered, how the fuck did the jars even see? I mean, that question could be applied to so many enemies in this game next decade. I assume this is like Dark Souls then. Very much. This is indeed from the exact same company. It's a very slight variation on Dark Souls. But it is slightly more open world, and then wonderful people came along and modded it to add more content, which is why I'm playing through it on this world. I'm only going to run a little bit longer. Oh, hold on. That's new. Blade of Valor. We've been carrying the Wolverine claws around this whole time. Whoops. Blade of Valor. What are you? Wait. Oh. Okay, so it's another strength dex weapon. Duck into a low stance and hop forward. Follow up with a heavy attack to perform an uppercut in front of you. Ooh. Oh, very snazzy moveset. Uh-huh. Nice and stabbing. Okay, now what's this champion's evasion thing? Oh, it's combining like the stamp sweep stuff with a quick step. Oh, that is nice. Very nice. More for a straight swordy kind of bloke than a man who's trying desperately to hide behind a shield. But definitely a good weapon for somebody. Can I just leave you be? You don't seem interested in fighting me. How? Oh, bye then. You managed to sync that so well with the music, my guy. I'm proud of you. That was a perfect little dude. And over here is some perfect little loot. Nice, cuckoo. Bloodborne randomized would be hectic. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there already is Bloodborne randomized. Dagger is awake now. He is sat up. Fantastic. Hey. Well, for that I am glad that we're still going, actually, because it means that we get to hear about that. That's good. And after that news, I think I'll chop through the last of these folk. Then I think we're pretty much done with exploring Stormvale, so we will break our way out into Liurnia. And then I'll close up shop. Sudden balcony. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no, no. No. No, not this again. No. No, why? I've confiscated the computer from him, so he needs to rest. Good. You confiscate that with an iron grip. It's for their own good, damn it. Similar to my attempts to, on previous occasions, send Zager to bed by banning them from chat. Because otherwise they seem to be sticking around in order to natter more.
Alright, how did he defend yourself against the man of the Believer Order?
Prime. Ah! Why? Do you know what? Honestly, Grace Walker's random sound effect said that better than I ever could. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say that we have chronic insomnia, Lydia. I'd say more that we have trouble leaving places. That's definitely a British thing. It takes about 10 minutes to leave anywhere, and it involves a lot of thigh slapping and saying, right. Even if it's a phone call, there's a lot of goodbying and back and forthing. Oh no, no, no! You know what? That loot can't possibly be worth it. Nope. I'm gonna declare that can't possibly be worth it, and I'm just going to go the safe way. I was about to say I'm going to go to Safeway, and then I remembered Safeway used to be a shop. And I have no idea what happened to it. I don't think I've seen a Safeway in over a decade. Look, we have mastered the art of queuing. Yes, as once upon a time immortalized by Martin Freeman. Good old days of Hitchhiker's Guide with the immortal phrase, "I'm British, I know how to queue." Okay. Well, the Major Domo here is being a major pain in my arse. And he's dead. Okay. Deathrite dagger. Safeway branded... Safeway branded shops disappeared from the United Kingdom on 24th November 2005. Hold up. There is a higher education to get through, but I just gotta say... What do you mean disappeared, Lydia? How does an entire chain of supermarkets, quote, disappear? Is this a really, really shitty creepypasta? Okay, now I was gonna roll back up. Widgren, so is that why the British Empire came to be? You lot kept dragging your behinds on the whole leaving bit. Absolutely. Well, no. I mean, the actual reason is that old school British people were a bunch of bastards. And, you know, quite a lot of notes of xenophobia in there. And xeno-control and that kind of business. But, no, if we want to take a comedic haha reason and not acknowledge that my people were assholes of history, then absolutely, yeah. No, it's that we just had problems leaving. Rui of Mizu raiding with a party of one. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty much about to end. But thank you very much for raiding with a party of one, pal. Very sweet of you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. No, 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 no. Most of Safeway is rebranded as Morrison's. Yeah, I'm gonna level with you. I do not want to fight an ulcerated tree spirit until I absolutely have to, because those things are ridiculous and their hitboxes are all over the place. No, it's not even an official boss. I'm just saying no on that one. No. I'll warp to the Stormhill Shack. I'll take my first steps around into Liurnia, and then I will end the stream there. Shay Shakems. Thank you very much for saying hello for the first time, pal, and also for the follow. Cheap Raid Bar. Where were you when we were doing the Catherine streams? There was plenty of opportunities for sheep jokes. Beep beep, I'm a sheep and all. Lydia, I have a raid target if you have no one to go for.
Your ability to ruin my field trips is uncanny.
Thank you, Zega and Luna, for the ruined field trip. Thank you. Let's just finish riding around here. We'll see it pop and say we're in Liurnia, and then I can close it up. As we just hoover up some random dude's armor on the way. Marvelous. Also, massive credit to the mod team for fixing this bridge. This bridge did not used to be here. It was a dot of a bridge over that end and a dot of a bridge that end. The mod team just went, you know what? Sometimes a bridge can just be a bridge. Or, to quote the ever-terrible Aquaman 2, a true king builds bridges. It wasn't us, it was the Lands Between Bridge Repair Service. I love the concept that there are still operational companies. It was just fixed one day and we don't know how, so we just accepted it. Just slowly hack at this giant's kneecaps. Well, troll anyway. There we go. Okay. Let's get some nice framing. Get the Erd tree in the background. Thank you very much for stopping by. For your time, your attention, your generosity, and your eyeballs. It's been emotional. It's been Ed's off hours. And let's go and find Malk real quick. As Lydia wants to raid onto them and spook them. I can't... Oh, God. Lydia, can you pop Malk's username in the chat, please? Because I can't find it. Thank you. And let us end on the most important note. That Zager is once again fine for the moment. Huzzah! Hip hip and hooray. And we're finally escaping just in time for the banjos. Love you all and farewell.